Hello and welcome to Geeks Plus Gaming, where we are more than your average geeks. My name is LJ and I am here with another review. Today we're looking at Turbo Overkill, developed by Trigger Happy Interactive and published by Apogee Entertainment. Initially released back in 2023 on PC, it recently came to consoles this year towards the end of January. I am a huge fan of shooters, especially of the boomer variety. While there are tons out there these days, the publishers have a history with the genre. You take control of Johnny Turbo, a gun-toting, augmented, classic action hero who must free the futuristic city of Paradise from a deadly cult commanding AI. Turbo Overkill carries a retro aesthetic but feels modern at the same time. While I still appreciate games like Ion Fury and Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun, titles like those tend to lean more into the retro aesthetic. You'll notice the retro influence in this game as soon as you start it. The visuals are full of pixelated textures and jagged polygons, but when you first start moving around in the level, it feels as if you're playing one of the modern Doom games. Extremely fluid movement in a 3D space. Turbo Overkill is essentially Doom 2077, as you run through a fallen city that shares similarities with Cyberpunk's Night City and Blade Runner's Los Angeles. Your arsenal includes a few shotguns, dual pistols, a set of Uzis, and various heavy weapons like an LMG, and even a missile launcher that comes out of your hand. None of them are far from boring either, as each has a special alternate fire to switch up tactics on your enemies. Though the coolest armament at your disposal isn't even held in your arms at all. It is your chainsaw leg, which the game has dubbed the Chegg. I'd say the chainsaw leg does for Turbo Overkill what Glory Kills did for Doom 2016. The Glory Kills weren't just visually pleasing. They helped the Doomslayer move from one enemy to another with ease. The Chegg gives you the satisfaction of tearing through your enemies while making it feel as though you're skating through a level. In addition to the chainsaw leg, you will unlock a few more special tools to aid your traversal through each level. One is an augment that lets you run on walls akin to Titanfall or Doom Eternal. The other is a grappling hook. Both are a great addition to the movement, which is already slick on its own. A modern sensibility I want to recognize is the addition of checkpoints. Many indie boomer shooters offer the ability to save your game throughout levels, but it will just put you back at the start when you die, and it feels like they're mostly doing that to keep their game feeling old school. Turbo Overkill's levels can feel lengthy, but offer checkpoints in the right places. I never get the repetitive feeling of constantly having to do everything over and over again. And while I'm on the topic of level design, the devs get to show off in later episodes in such a way that I never saw coming. And finally, one would hope that the soundtrack hits with gameplay as solid as this. And it does. It might seem like generic synthwave music on the surface, but its influences are not difficult to spot. It's like Mick Gordon's Doom 2016 and Daft Punk's Tron Legacy OST had a baby. If your response is, "sounds like one hell of a baby," you are correct. The one area I do find Turbo Overkill somewhat lacking is the weapon sound effects. Not that they are bad themselves, but they could feel a bit more punchier. A big part of shooters like this is that you should feel the impact of your shots, and the game falls a little short in this one area. And for my final thoughts. In Turbo Overkill, retro nostalgia and modern sensibilities tango well together, and my senses are the dance floor. Even with the weapons lacking some oomph, I have a hard time putting the controller down as I slide and blast my way through the thousands of cyber cultists. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and join our collective by subscribing and following us on all social platforms, and come hang out with us on Discord. See you there.